What's going on, YouTube fam? Today I'm going to give you guys a quick look at the Reimagined Black Toe Jordan 1s. Before I get into the video and go over the kicks, if you are new to my channel and this is your first time stumbling across one of my videos, welcome. Thanks for dropping by. Thanks for kicking it with me. But listen, while I have you here, do me a huge favor and hit the subscribe button and click that notification bell. That way, whenever I upload new material, post new content or anything, you'll get notified. Head to the channel. Check out the latest video that I uploaded for you guys. If you are on social media, like Instagram, Twitter, or X, whatever we calling it, really any of the social media platforms nowadays, and you into sneakers, outfit ideas with sneakers, give me a follow. My username is the same on everything, which is iAMTMCII. And lastly, while you're watching the video, if you enjoy it, hit the thumbs up. That really goes a long way, kind of feeds that YouTube algorithm, and it just helps me out and motivate me to keep wanting to record videos whenever I have new pickups. So you enjoy it, hit the thumbs up. All right, now that that intro is out of the way for all my first timers, we can dive right into the review. So like I mentioned, this is the Reimagined Black Toe 1s. Video wise, what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna go over like the different materials used, touch on quality control for a little bit, and then towards the end of the video, I'm gonna take them off here, lace them up, put them on feet, go over sizing and comfort and all that. So just stick around for the whole video or just kind of fast forward to one of the chapters to see what you care about most. All right, so jumping into the review, like I mentioned, this is the Reimagined 1s, the Black Toe 1s. So a little story behind these. The ones we've been getting, the black toes, it's been the ones with the white tongue. This is the first time we've got the pair with the black tongue. MJ actually played, I think, maybe one game with the black toes, with the black tongue, but the retros and all the public general release pairs always had the white tongue. But now they kind of going back and telling the whole story from when, you know, he first signed with Nike, and going over that whole camera shoot, photo shoot, and I'm gonna show you guys the box and stuff. And that inspiration is kind of behind that. And you notice that there's no Wings logo on here. So the iconic picture with MJ standing in the playground with the shoes around his shoulder, that's the whole inspiration behind this. So they don't have the Wings logo yet because they hadn't quite finalized the actual Wings design on here. So it's kind of like a true inspiration of that kind of sample early stage beginning pair that MJ had for that iconic photo shoot. So that's a little background of these. So it's not I guess like a true reimagined pair from way back then. Have like a sail midsole. I'm gonna go over a little bit more of the detailed stuff. Let's just jump into like the materials. So coming into the leather on here, the leather is okay. I feel like a decent grain. It's okay. It's not like super cheap synthetic feeling, but it also doesn't feel like premium either. I don't know. All in all, it feels like it's a decent grain of leather, and that's on the black portion and on the white. Coming to the swoosh and the side panel, you can see you got push on it. It feels like it's okay. It doesn't feel like super plastic and cheap like you get sometimes on like a Nike Dunk. It feels like an okay grain, and you can even see the thickness and the cut of the leather that they use right here. You can see how thick this is. So it's a decent grain of leather. It's not the cheapest, but it's definitely not like a premium grain of leather that they use on a shoe. Coming in here, so you have that Air Jordan, like I talked about a little bit ago. Coming in the back, same thing. The leather on here, it just feels okay on this part of the shoe. Insole, you got a white insole, Nike Air written on the insole. Giving you guys a look here. It came with extra laces. Actually came laced with the red and the black in, but I always did care for like red laces on my black toes. For some reason, I just like the way this look. Looking in the inside, if you guys could see that, it says my very best, and it has MJ's signature on here. So that's a little bit more about behind the story on here. When he signed and gifted a pair to someone, he signed and autographed them. So it's only on this shoe. So this is some way to kind of tell and make sure that your pair is authentic. It's only on the inside of the left shoe. So you don't have that signature and that little writing on the inside, and it's very, very faint. If you can see it clearly and you can see it spelled out good, your pair's probably not real. I'm not sure what's going on with the release date of these. They were supposed to release in 2024, but it seemed like some stores released them still, and some stores are holding them until February 2025. I think that's when the date got pushed back to. So that's a little story behind the date and when he's actually supposed to release, but it seemed like some spots had them in hand in the storeroom already, and they sold them. And some pairs are just holding on to them to actually release whenever they're supposed to release sometime next year in 2025. So overall, the materials on here, it's like, it's decent. It's what you expect for a Jordan 1. It's just your typical Jordan 1 materials on here, nylon tongue. I don't know, it's nothing to kind of rant and rave and be like, oh man, the quality is just amazing on these regular Jordan 1 material. Jumping into quality control, I don't have many QC issues, just little tiny little scuffs, little tiny little imperfections, little stains on the shoe. Glue marks aren't that bad. The stitching seems like it's okay. It's what I would expect for a Jordan and a Nike product. A little loose thread right here. It's not horrible, it's not the best, but that's usually what you get when it comes to Nike and Jordan. You usually don't get top-notch quality. QC is usually hit and miss. Even some of the stitching look like it's a little bit, it's not all the way straight. So just a little minor stuff that, you know, I'm just griping about, but once these are on feet, you guys probably wouldn't even be able to notice some of this stuff, like a little bit of glue. You can see where they glued the upper to the midsole. So just a little minor imperfections and little stuff that passed QC that probably shouldn't have passed QC, but it is what it is. So that's the kicks. Show you guys the box. So like I mentioned, this was the other side of laces you get. If you don't want to do the red, you could throw the black in. And this is the box. So you do get a special box, and that's the iconic picture that we always see. MJ in the playground with the black toes, with the black tongue, the Nike Air on it for this photo shoot. Coming to the inside, there's actually this special attention. It has M Jordan on here with the Wings logo. You do get special tissue also, so it's like some of the iconic stuff we've seen. So it had that skylight picture with MJ would be doing the dunk on here. We've seen this before. Pictures from the photo shoot at the playground, sketches of the actual Wings logo for the shoes. So you do get special tissue, so I thought this was pretty cool. So, you know, like I said, that's why you have the Air Jordan on here, because the actual Wings logo wasn't quite finalized just yet for what they wanted to do and put on the shoe. So I like how they did this, told the whole story, and kind of brought it all the way back to MJ early days when he first signed with the brand. Here is the label with your product code, your color breakdown, and all that good stuff. Open your camera. Scan this QR code, a link will pop up and it'll take you to the regular Nike website. Won't take you exactly to the shoe or anything, just bring you to regularnike.com. I think at some point it may do something, but for right now, it doesn't do anything at all. So this is the box, this is the shoes. Before I take them off here and put them on feet, leave me a comment. Let me know what you think of these. If you're a fan of them, if you're gonna scoop them, cop them. The black toe is actually one of my favorite OG colorways, like right after the Chicago. Chicago is like my all-time favorite OG colorway, then black toes, then breads. So let me know if you guys scooping these up. I scooped them up. I'm curious to see what you think. I usually reply to you guys in the comments, but I'm gonna take them off here now, lace them up, put them on feet. Y'all hang tight. All right, guys, here's a quick on-feet look at the Reimagined black toe Jordan 1s. Just want to show you what they look like really quick on feet. First things first, we can just dive right into sizing, since that's usually the most asked question from you guys. Like, what size should I get? How do they run? So let's do that first. I have a medium to like a somewhat narrow foot, somewhere in between. And the way I like my sneakers to fit on my feet, I like a snug and exact fit, kind of like a sock, like a glove. I don't like a lot of room in my shoes. I like my shoes to fit snug, not tight. Now, there's a difference between tight and snug. Tight is your toes are all balled up and you're in pain after a while. Snug is just like a fitted fit, like a sock, kind of like a glove, like an exact fit. And especially with these being leather, I think the more you wear them, the more they're gonna break in. They're gonna just start feeling better on your feet. So if you like that fit like me, and you have a medium, narrow width foot, I think you can go down a half size and you'll be cool. If you want a little bit of room, you don't like the exact fit, go true to size, you should be A-okay. If you have wide feet, you want that snug and exact fit, go true to size, you should be good. And you want a little bit of room in the shoes and you have wide feet, you might have a little bit more room in the toe area, but I'd probably need to go up a half size. The good thing is Jordan 1s aren't really selling out like crazy, so if available, just go to a local sneaker store, try a pair on, and you can see what size you need if you don't already own a pair of Jordan 1s. As far as comfort goes, the Jordan 1 is a technology from the late mid 80s and they haven't changed it much, meaning it's an old tech, so the comfort is old. You can feel a lot of the ground. It's a real flat, real hard shoe. It's not the most comfortable shoe, but you can definitely casually rock these all day and be A-okay. So that's just kind of my take on sizing and comfort. Like I mentioned earlier, if you're new, subscribe, hit that notification button. But I'm gonna wrap the video up here. Thank y'all for watching. See you on the next one. Peace.